All right, hello everyone, Josh Stockleather here for discussion board 2. Our prompt is, how would I describe, or how would we or someone describe natural law to anyone who is not a Christian? So first of all, I think, of course our laws are natural. They're based on the 10 Commandments that God gave Moses. And that, as Dr. Chivers mentioned in her lecture video this week, I would start there if somebody is not a Christian, just, that God gave us, commanded us to do these things and such. Our laws, even today, are derived from those commandments. It's from God. So furthermore, what's tied to that is our inalienable rights. Which can't be taken away from us, or given away. And that is the natural law that's on our hearts, is written on our hearts from God. The ability to know from right from wrong, to make those sound decisions based off what is right and what's wrong. And then secondly, man is and will continue to be, inherently sinful. We distort the laws to suit their own desire. We see this like in every aspect of our life, or in our society today. So our sin nature, man's sin nature, allows for the distortion of the natural law that God gave us, the ability to know from right from wrong. Inherently, man would take, I guess, matters into their own hand, you could say, which of course is not how it should be. Moving on, the term general revelation has to be used here, to describe natural law to someone. The general revelation then is the revelation of God Himself in us, in our hearts, to all people, everywhere, at all times. In our conscience, that's how we know. So if as a created person, we already know and experience His revelation, simply knowing what is right and wrong just by knowing through His general revelation. So God has already laid the groundwork for us. His words, of course, first in the commandments, and then through His actions of His Son Jesus, that all gives us our natural law and how we should be. So I think I would start there, and that's a lot, and that conversation can go many different directions. But as a general consensus, I think that's where I would start. And of course, in Romans 2, Paul has to say there, and he speaks of Gentiles, that, if they don't have the law, so it's, and then of course what by nature the law requires us to do. Man's ways cannot exist in that realm. And so the second part of our prompt is, what are the three perspectives of the natural law as revealed in special revelation? That is, of course, the authority over the law, the authority under the law, and the authority is law. So in all of these, God shows us that all of it is right and good because, either God commanded it, our 10 Commandments, and then God commanded, He commanded all of it. Command is the key word there in these three authorities. And of course, the law, it reveals His moral character, God's moral character, which in turn is how we should act. So looking forward to reading the rest of the prompts and hoping I can learn more about this topic and how to present it to someone who is not a Christian in different ways as from what I have. So thank you for your time.